but later. Hey Toad, I'm throwing a party later and would love to have you. Sounds fun. Mario, please. These games are extremely dangerous. Roll the big dice. Clunk. Clunk. Uh-oh. Looks like you landed on a battle space. What's a kink you guys heard about and instantly said hell no, never doing that. Met a girl at the gym who is mutual friends with a guy I've been helping, really bubbly and interested in calisthenics. Anyway, turns out she likes to freeze her shit in a condom, take the condom off, and duck her man with it. Can't ever look at her ever again. Dead wife's nudes. Are they like limited edition Pokemon? Discontinued by manufacturer R. How caffeine and nicotine look at me as soon as I wake up. How the tree and gas pedal look at me. California, missing hiker was held captive as Shrek's slave to 200-pound female cougar. And that, my friends, is why you need to be precise when you use a genie lamp. My brain asking those deep philosophic questions while I'm trying to fall asleep. Is there Shreks after death? That's up to the coroner. Undercooked and underseasoned. Yeah, that's raw. I like my babies medium rare. Before you actually learned, how did you think babies were born? I assumed you just bought them from the store like everything else. In some places you still can. 21-year-old adult film star found dead in her home. Is the body still warm? Hahaha, let's goon to her tonight out of respect. Yeezy headquarters. I'm crying he's created his own domain expansion. Anything can be a dildo if you're brave enough. I think I messed up my silent assassin challenge. Nobody will notice if there's nobody to notice. Can we all agree the world needs a righteous king to lead it? Lord Twink III. Found this in the basement of my new. At least there's a key in the lock. Probably how the guy wearing it escaped into the ductwork to watch you sleep at night. I hate you. What would you name him? Big Dick Rick. I went an entire semester without realizing my friend had Tourette's. He'd randomly say jackin' off, and we'd all say hell yeah, and high five him, thinking he was just a cool guy who liked to party. Thinking back, I might have had a few Tourette's syndrome friends myself. After arguing with your wife, then she serves you breakfast. Gotta love fresh toast. Gotta love the fresh food lettuce from Burger King in the morning. Is your wife a teaspoon? Jokes in her. I would enjoy that. Oh no. Begins furiously eating. At least it's the bread, not you. I hope I'm next. That's the sad part. I'd argue more. Man, I ate your ass last night. What makes you think toe bread is going to do anything? Honey, why the middleman? Toe jam. Where did she put the egg? Pretty good painting, right? You just enjoyed one of Adolf Hitler's artworks. Yes, I enjoy a lot of his work. The next day after eating corn. Wash it and eat it again. Infinite food glitch. Deep competitor. My husband and son getting competitive while playing games. Husband said, I ducked your mom. To which the son replied, I have been deeper inside her than you'll ever be. Made her scream louder too. Also made her unable to walk. All while dad had to sit in the cuck chair. Any blind people in the comments be able to clarify? You trying to sleep? Yes. Now shut up. How do blind people know when they're done wiping? When they no longer taste anything in their fingers. My neighbors are talking MI about me while I'm outside smoking, saying I'm a bad mom and they only hear me yelling at Phobe, and they have never seen me take my daughter out of the house. Phobe is my cat. I would so play into this. Phobe. No, you can't sit at the table. You must eat off the floor. Phobe. You're sleeping outside tonight. Phobe. Stop acting up. You give me no choice but to remove your uterus and ovaries. Testing to see if my boyfriend knows which twin is his. Let him go downtown, see if he knows the taste. Dumbest thing you have done in your life. I jumped into a window when I was 4 while watching Toy Story 2 because apparently I was pretending to be Buzz Lightyear. to the emergency room and beyond. Ruin a first date in 4 words. I like your dad. Our dad. How much weight can these hold? I'm thinking about hanging a heavy bag from the beams where the yellow rope is. The bag is roughly 20 to 30 kilograms. Why can't you just have a normal wank like the rest of us? Maybe he's a former Tory MP. Your best friend is dying, and you have to eat this to save them. I've eaten live ants before, just because eating them was more convenient than brushing them off. I'd be fine. More convenient? Got a lick instead of flick. Yeah, it was like way faster to do what I did. Saved like a whole 40 seconds or so. Just finished sanding my tires so that my car will ride smoother on the interstate, and honestly I kind of love this look. That's a smooth way to see God. Cave divers when they see a tiny gap in their homestead build. What can you say during Shreks? But also at a family dinner. If you don't want it, I'll give it to the dog. Nothing like a cup of Joe in the morning. Hey Tom. Tom, it's me. It's your old pal, Joe. Put me inside you, Tom. Sips aggressively. I like it when you swallow. I'm so hot for you, Tom. My nephew had his first day at nursery this week. He bit 4 kids. Your nephew every 3 minutes at nursery. Springfield's turkey. The turkey is almost done, Commander. It's been kicking too. Son or daughter? A. Tastes the same. What? I'm tasty. What the hell is wrong with you? Heather, oh my god. Is there any way that pudding can be weaponized that doesn't involve poison or laxatives? Freeze solid then sling with force. Put it in a sock and use as a mace. That also works with children. Born or unborn. With or against. Both. This could be us. Reminds me of my big sister. People who ever contemplated being in or were in the porn industry, what made you change your mind? I turned 11 and had to focus on my math homework. Don't hide yourself. Awake the women in you for a green and caring society. Why is the kid pregnant? She went to a Diddy birthday party. I'm illegal, wanna kiss me instead? Personally, I would not kiss a cum-filled ant nest, but who knows, maybe OP is into that. You're missing out. This looks like the type of dude that you create in games when you set everything to one side. Twitter is objectively the worst site on the internet. Why are you on it then? BDSM furry porn. What the duck? The laughing gave it away, to be honest. Wait, that's laughter? It sounded like a woman being tortured to me. My favorite type of laugh. Accepting new name ideas for this piece. Duck your atheist gay race communism. That's the bishop. Forever will be. The original. Netflix adoption. I'm all for it if they call the show Yedler. Drugs are all fun and games till you can't get your dick hard in front of a 10. That's when you hit her with a gummy worm and hope it wakes up inside like that Evanescence song. Texas Teacher of the Year allegedly gave student oral Shreks in classroom. Still sounds like Teacher of the Year. Wait, that's my dad, lol. He's single? He's dead. So you're saying I've got a shot? I'm hoping this one will last longer because plastic doesn't rust like metal. This one will last their whole life. Did you masturbate? Gotta refill the shampoo somehow. The forbidden shampoo. The forbidden potion. The forbidden lotion. What's with the profile pic and username, bruh? In the Netherlands, it's a custom to hang your backpack on the flag when you pass your exams. Here is my picture. What do you hang if you don't pass the exam? Yourself. If you woke up and right next to you was a fictional character, what character would you want to wake up to? My girlfriend. Teenage galaxies are extremely hot. Finds James Webb Space Telescope. Yes, officer, this space observatory right here. The axe forgets what the tree remembers. Be kind with your words, and be careful with your temper. People will remember your throwaway comments. I love reading these deep phrases, and then seeing that the person who said it has name like pussy hairy balls. Average Counter-Strike cheater. Betty is playing obesity. 900 kilograms peak. She said I could smash if I beat her in a game. One game of Russian roulette later I'm having the time of my life. A masochist, gambler, and necrophiliac walk into a bar. I love you so much. Bro, I think you're squeezing her too hard. What's a NSFW fact about history that most people don't know? Female Egyptian mummies are always found to be further decomposed because the family would wait until the body began to decompose to send them for mummification, so that those doing the mummification would not be tempted to commit necrophilia. The original MILFs. Cat dog theme song. Russian news presenters receiving today's script. 5 out of 6 scientists say Russian roulette is safe. One didn't answer. He found it mind-blowing. Image unrelated. Here you can see rare images of hand foreskin. Today I learned in 2008 a 20-year-old Belgium student died after reheating and eating leftover spaghetti that had been left out on the kitchen counter for 5 days. A bacteria called Bacillus cereus was found to be the cause, which is an extreme type of food poisoning called fried rice syndrome. The name of the bacterium is literally be serious. You cannot be serious. Not my proudest nut. It's not easy to be showerhead. Every naked person I see turns me on. Then it ejaculates gallons of stuff. If God didn't want us to eat animals, why did he make them out of meat? The same could be said about people. Delicious people. I wonder if gingers are spicy. Nuclear reactor startup with sound. Forbidden jacuzzi. Guys, I painted my fav like everyone else. Now it won't blow straight. Man reportedly travels 1500 miles to surprise girlfriend. Finds her with another man. It's like when your girlfriend says let's have anal and comes in with a strap on. China. Man faces execution after rubbing his penis on Mao Zedong's corpse. Rubbing his dung on Zedong. What's she fitting in that bag? Ozempic. I blocked the North Star photons, so I'm stronger. Your username is a bit worrying to me. Wanna come over for a playdate? Southwest passenger arrested for masturbating 4 times during flight. Them knowing it was 4 times leads me to believe that everyone knew about the other 3 and finally drew the line at 4. Spirit charges you after 2. What's something that seems hot as a fantasy, but you would never want to do in real life? Duck my mother. Dude, what? I fantasize about ducking my mom a lot, but I'd never do it. I have Soren. My face is up here. He didn't even leave any residue. Got way too high last night. Is this what segregation was like? If you put glasses and a wig on a blobfish, it becomes an angry woke activist. Looks like a fire fleshlight. Hi, can I get in lat with bra? Look pal, even if I tried squeezing M, these puppies ain't gonna give. Just pee in it or something. How most people see burgers. How vegans see burgers. Either way, both still taste the same. Hold up. He means vegans and most people taste the same. I can't believe they did this to my character. Context: your Pokemon Go account automatically links your height and weight if you enter it in Pokemon Sleep. Apparently she ain't playing Pokemon Go enough. She's playing Pokemon Stay. Patriot. Husband said he only wants to allow our kids to watch Looney Tunes and nothing else because of the moral lessons. Damn, I bet she gets all the cousins. A parent's love never dies. His wheelchair bowed son depicting him free of his earthly burdens. Funny how the wheelchair actually gave him more freedom and mobility than he would have had without it. Leaving a penny means you visited the grave. Leaving a nickel means you went to basic training together. Leaving a dime means you served together. Leaving a quarter means you were there when the he/she died. Leaving a dollar bill means the vending machine at the gift shop only takes coins. When you've been losing a ton of weight and the one night stand calls to tell you why. Original Ozempic. My wife eats the cereal dry then drinks her milk from a mug. Claims the cereal never gets soggy this way. This is actually genius. Please tell your wife she's a genius. Sorry to inform you laddie, but I have nutted to your profile picture. Apologies for any inconvenience. My 41M son 9M has been copycatting me for the past hour. How do I defeat this little shit? Start doing chores around the house MFAO. That or start sticking your head underwater repeatedly. Your naturally larger lungs should eventually overcome the child's. Start making out with his mother. Shit, you forgot to give it a brain. Don't worry, it can still live a fulfilling life as a politician. There is one 4th of July that always sticks out for me. 1997. That's the year my stepdad pulled me aside from the fireworks show to reveal he bought a grenade. He tossed it off a cliff and just he and I saw it. I started calling him dad. The man earned it. That was a dark year for me. Me and my dad were at the Grand Canyon for 4th of July and then, out of nowhere, he just blew up right beside me. One day I'm gonna grow wings. Ending it. One day I'm gonna grow wings. Get better. One day I'm gonna grow tentacles. Hentai. Am I the asshole for telling my sister grieving her dog is not the same as me grieving my husband? Info. Was she ducking the dog? If you're not sure, ask her next time she compares your losses. Your response is completely inappropriate. You could have used different words to get your point across. Was she ducking the canine? Adults who still drink milk, are you okay? Unless you're a hungry baby, drinking milk on its own is unsettling behavior. I break into farms and drink it straight from the bull. How's that for unsettling? Leave a baby in a womb for 9 months at 98.3 degrees and it's fine. But leave it in a car at 98.3 degrees for 10 minutes and that mother ducker quit on life. Ever baked a cookie twice? You think you can hurt my feelings? I used to hold the fleshlight for my dad. Now that's just rude, referring to your little brother as an inanimate object like that. Is this legal? That's under more stress than a child whose dad wants to live his frustrated dreams to through them. Help these two men find a home. You're what the duck. Favorite new thing. Scratching haunting things into bananas at the market so when people take them home hours later and the words appear they think a ghost knows their secrets. Put me in your butthole. Israeli hiker dies after slipping off cliff at Hitler's eagle's nest. Adi Mas, 30, falls to his death while climbing to popular tourist site in southern Germany. 600,001. I just got a promotion. The bathroom at my new office has suicide prevention coat hooks. So, what happened to the person whose position you filled? They had to unfortunately cut him loose. I want to know what minions were doing between 1939 to 45. You're pulled off a very crowded train into a camp called Auschwitz. You look around and see dozens being thrown into fiery ditches. An officer greets you. Bellow. Man hailed a hero after helping woman give birth while on their Tinder date. Congrats, she found a host to leech on. Today I learned dogs can smell up to 100,000 times better than humans due to 300 million olfactory receptors in their noses. And they use this superpower to smell my crotch from 0.00001 inch away. Met a big doggo in Hokkaido. Can you hug the dog? Do it like this. Sydney Sweeney's bathwater soap has sold out in seconds after launch. Comcast fix your ducking internet. I lost out on bathwater soap because you guys decided to have an outage. When I can't pick between two options and I ask someone to choose for me and they don't pick the one I subconsciously wanted. Flipping a coin helps me find out what we subconsciously want. It doesn't work. Stop lying. I hesitated between chicken nuggets and garlic bread, so I flipped a coin. But I happened to be naked because I was just out of the shower. I stumbled and tried to catch the coin, but I fell face first and the coin slipped into my butthole, so now I have a coin inside my ass and I don't know how to pull it out. Any advice? Flip a coin. Heads you pull it out, tails you keep it in. What's a hard pill to swallow that you want to tell your significant other but would never dare to? Your mom is the most annoying woman I have met in my life. Putting this as nicely as possible, my wife's nickname from me is Bambi. She thinks it's because of her big brown eyes, but it's really because I want to shoot her mom. My brother's baby. Hate all you want. Love is love. The baby. Don't hate me cause I'm beautiful. What the duck do you even say after Shrek's? Mom's gonna hate us. Because you know how much she wants to be part of this. I'm not colorblind. I'm just built different. Are you British? No, I'm not that unlucky. What if your dog one day just randomly said, "Nobody is going to believe you," and then never spoke again? Duck the dog in the ass, and then say nobody would believe you. 6 years and 300 pounds later, true love beats all. The stress of Democrats ruining our country has done this to me, but all I needed was my hubby. Trust, love, respect. All that matters. Trump forever. How many Democrats did she eat? Hey, why are you so sad? There's so much goodness in the world. I don't know, Sarah, why. Do you have asthma? There's so much air in the world. This is my mom. Throw her back and she's traveling the world. Thanks, Kara Oldham, UK. When my sister died 2 summers ago, her ashes were given to 4 relatives and 4 close friends with a wish that we bring her along on our travels and sprinkle a bit of her along the way. She's been to 7 countries and 8 national parks so far. I want people to do the same with me, but without being cremated. I accidentally rizzed up a 50-year-old Japanese lady. Help. Bomb them guts for Pearl Harbor. Bro, I promise we are not intimidated by TS. They are just covering up the hickers they gave each other. People who have girlfriends. How? Met a girl at a bar. Got her number. Lost it on the way 5-minute walk home. Searched Facebook by her first name and thought I had found her. Next day she accepts my friend request. I start things off with, "Hey, you were at the show at bar, right?" She says no, and I profusely apologize for interrupting her day and state that I will leave her alone. She told me no, let's keep talking. That was coming on 2 years ago. I love her deeply, and her family. They're fantastic. Best mistake I've ever made. In another timeline, the bar girl was supposed to murder you in your sleep. The first clinical trial of male birth control gel is underway. Get in the bed and get in these guts. Him, hold on baby, I go. Ta, put my sunblock on first. Eat off his plate on the first date to establish dominance. Leave her with the bill to establish consequences. Eat her ass on the first date to establish dominance. Shit in his mouth to establish consequences. Ariana Grande goes on date with obese fan for make a wish. Why not just say with a fan? Cause he's obese. Komodo dragon destroyed BBC camera after trying to mate with it. Usually it's the BBC that destroys you. Sir David Attenborough voice. And here we have the male attempting to mate with our camera. As a wildlife presenter, it's my job to continue filming, but that's just an excuse so I can wank to this marvelous beast later. What is your most feminine quality? Born a female. Happened to a friend of mine. I'm sorry. Cursed comment on a video showing people panicking after a man ended his own life by jumping off a building in a French mall. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Kid hitting me with OK Boomer. Me hitting him with my car. Look at Richie Rich over here who can still afford the gas to run people over. Did 150 push-ups today. Wow, what's the secret? I just imagined you under me. My girlfriend is a half Korean. Her mom is Korean and her dad is Korean, and her legs got ripped off in a car accident. Had me on the first half. The car got a second half. Things you can say both during Shreks and during a funeral. Why is the dead body moving? Who remembers that 4chan post where the dude had been coming onto a towel for 5 years without ever cleaning it to the point a colony of mushrooms grew on it and he kept them and named them because this is the closet thing to children I'll ever have. Edit. I removed my sentence about Nazis. Who got STDs? I need you to duck someone for me. Calling an STD hit is absolutely insane. Biological horror. Ask me anything. Your mother tongue? Birthplace? He looks if you take off his glasses his nose comes off with it. Dude suck at cuddling. 12 seconds in and he already fingering me. The only thing I've ever cuddled with is my dog. You become your username for one day. What do you do? I'm a 3-year-old. Play with some toys. Watch cartoons probably. Spooky attic doll. I'll play with you. We'll be friends forever. The water you are drinking could have passed through George Washington's dick. If this isn't a reason to stay hydrated, I don't know what is. Why are they flat? I could say the same thing about your tits. My mom hooks up with my friends. Hey man, I'm sorry to hear. If you need a friend to talk to, I got you. Hank, don't abbreviate COD points. Hank. You don't like free CP. The worst she can say is no. Me reading the restraining order. It's only a 100 yards. Just get a decent pair of binoculars and say you're a bird watcher. What's a thing that all men do but never admit doing? Touch my balls when I'm alone. I also touch this guy's balls when he's alone. What's the weirdest thing you masturbated with? My wife. She's pretty weird. I too choose this guy's wife. Exactly. You're gay. You're gay. You're bi. You're bi. It doesn't matter to me. They all taste the same. Especially in a meat grinder. Yum. Add some BBQ sauce with that. LGBTQ sauce. Why do people insist on surviving the apocalypse when you can just die? Die when I have the opportunity to duck hundreds of dead bodies? You must be smoking crack. Remember when you assaulted several people in Hawaii, groomed a minor, and kidnapped her while taunting the cops about it? That wasn't me, Berry. That was you. Seriously dude, you need help. I miss you. I will return soon my lobster. Love, lobster. People of Reddit, what would you do if you found out someone offed themselves because of the stress you gave them? Cross them off the list and move on to the next victim. Detectives charge Nick, 15, and do debug, 14, with attempted murder. Shit, I'd kill people too if I was named Dude Debug. Guys, we can't make fun of 9/11. Do you have any idea of what those people went through? The pavement probably. So today I met his father Ann. His father is my gynecologist. Dad sees her asshole getting more and more dilated as the months go by. Sheds tear. That's my boy. My husband runs a sawmill, and look at these he cut today. Anyone else see a dog? I feel like I see more of a sad pig. Turn on your monitor. Am I retarded? B16. Pretty beta but not bad looking. Meet a 10th Japanese girl. Start talking. She's into me. It's happening. Says her name is Haruka. Gives me her number. Call later that night. Nervous as duck. Hey Hiroshima. What did you say anon? Shit. Try to recover. Because. You're the bomb. She hangs up. No. You can't hold my dick while I pee. My husband let me, and I didn't realize he would start peeing right away, so I did the helicopter with it, and pee went everywhere. Needless to say, I'm not allowed to hold it when he pees anymore. Clay workers could give really good hand jobs. Wait until they put their thumb in the middle to widen the hole. /sounding would be proud. That link can stay blue. A fish's life is just as valuable to them as yours is to you. How come fish can eat other fish, but we can't eat fish? Peter blocked you. My 41 son 9M has been copycatting me for the past hour. How do I defeat this little shit? Start doing chores around the house, LMFAO. That, or start sticking your head underwater repeatedly. Your naturally larger lungs should eventually overcome the child's. Pros of having a brain that makes very fast associations, good comebacks and jokes. Cons of having a brain that makes very fast associations. That story about how you broke your foot reminded me of a fun fact about lizards. Cons: antisemitism. What can you say during Shreks? But also at a family dinner? Doesn't smell as nice, but tastes great nonetheless. 10/10 is always grandma. Genghis Khan raped so many women that genetic testing shows 1 in 200 people alive today may be his descendants. What are you doing, stepbro? Julius Caesar: I came, I saw, I conquered. Genghis Khan: I conquered, I saw, I came. How do they get the white Gatorade? They duck the Vaporeon first to turn it pale. The 3 ways of peeing: shower, suka, jet. You can change settings by twisting your balls. Imagine how hard this girl can fart. That ain't dump truck, that's a cement truck. If you eat her ass and she sneezes, you lose your whole face, just as God intended. It's up to you to break generational trauma. Separate whites and colors. Separate whites and colors. It's okay to wash everything on cold. Was great grandpa talking about laundry? Christian heart, Jewish heart, Muslim heart, atheist heart. Emphatically, I'm 100% agree with you. We all are same. Not making any point. Just showing off my collection. You wake up as a 40-year-old person and you have a wife/husband and 3 kids. What do you say? I'm just going to get some milk. Hold up. I need smokes. I'm coming with. Hol up. I'm coming with too. No reasons, just leaving. You see this watch. This watch cost more than your car. How do you respond without sounding poor and mad? Didn't you kill your cinematographer? G13. When the cashier says the total is $70, but you only have. I don't think you're allowed to exchange them for cash anymore. Grok make her eyes crossed with her tongue sticking out with white yogurt dripping from her face. An octopus that weighs 32 kilograms can get through a tennis ball sized hole. Titan's butthole. Doctors are warning women not to put wasps' nests in their vaginas. Damn it, there go my plans for the evening. My lesbian neighbors Eva and Julia asked me to help them conceive a child recently. They said they wouldn't mind if we did it the old-fashioned way, as they weren't man-haters. For 6 months now we've been trying, but I just don't have the heart to tell them I had a vasectomy last year. My friend got a secret vasectomy. Apparently it just changes the baby's color. There is no God. Stephen Hawking, 2009. There is no Stephen Hawking. Got 2018. It took this omnipotent being 9 years to defeat a terminally ill disabled man. Seeing a lewd artist outside of a lewd website is like seeing your drug dealer at the grocery store. What is a movie that has aged poorly? The 1990s, I think. Muppets movie where someone shows Kermit what the world would be like if Kermit was never born. I think it fast forwards to New York City 2002, and in the movie, the Twin Towers were still standing, so canonically Kermit being born somehow caused 9/11. Without him, they couldn't Kermit terrorism. Fooders. Did you always have braces? Put its lotion on its skin, it does what it's told. Holy crap, you are so beautiful. You look good in braces. I would love to see my children trapped behind those bars, lol. Absolute doll. Cool learnings. What's the weirdest compliment you've ever been given? I'd kill my grown children if I could go back in time and make a new set with you. Old lady buying cigarettes. Grandpa said, your generation relies too much on technology. I replied, no, your generation relies too much on technology. Then I unplugged his life support. Never leave electronics on overnight. 2 exceptions. Fridges and life support, or else you waste a lot of vegetables. Walter Black. Breaking in. KKK leaders started stabbing each other over argument about who's the most racist. Clash of Clans.